It's gonna be interesting, man, because I think that whatever they do with him is gonna kind of make all the dominoes start to fall.
Yeah.
Because
the moment
if the Lakers are able to trade for him, then I think it's almost a done deal that LeBron is going to the Lakers.
That's going to be interesting.
Or if
there's
some way that Cleveland could maybe swing a deal to get him, LeBron might stay in Cleveland, dude.
The only way Cleveland
people
is
don't
going to get Kawhi Leonard.
LeBron is opting out of. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but LeBron is opting out of $36 million this year if you do that.
The only way Cleveland is going to get Kawhi Leonard is they trade him for LeBron. They don't have anything else.
He's stupid.
Here's the question, and I may be ruining Wednesday's show by asking this question, but the question I have is this: with Kobe making that statement, did he cook the Lakers goose?
It was wet.
You know the
no, I don't think so. Because he's not still
okay.
playing with him, and he's not in the he's not in the he's not in the front office, so I don't think so.
Because the reason I ask that is because I'm not sure if I would want to go play for them with that kind of because okay, it's enough pressure just being LeBron James in the world. Just waking up in the morning, being 6'9" inches tall, 260 pounds, and a basketball weapon. That comes along with a ton of pressure. To have somebody chirping in my ear just may not be what I feel like dealing with.
And you know what? In hindsight, when we was talking about this Wednesday, I thought about this. Remember when Michael Jordan came back and they had their anniversary or their ring ceremony, the first one?
Okay.
Remember he was giving the players that was on the current Bulls team props like, okay, if y'all keep playing, this team is going to be a force to reckon with?
Mm-hmm.
For one, Kobe, say something good about a player every once in a while, man. He sounds like he's it's like when LeBron didn't shoot that shot in the All-Star game a few years ago.
I remember that.
And he was kind of harping on, man, shoot that. You're supposed to shot that. So, he just seemed like it's just something about I guess he just feel like LeBron don't have the drive and the drive that he feels he should have.
And see, and it's funny that you say that. And that's my problem with 99.9% of the Jordan Kobe camp, the Jordan Kobe lovers, so to speak. I mean, look, Jordan is the greatest of all time.
I think Kobe fans are worse than Jordan fans, though, B.
I think they're one and the same because I think they're galvanized simply because they want to put up a unified front of anti-LeBron. And if you can keep kicking LeBron down, it elevates Michael. And, I mean, look, the man is the GOAT. That's it. Okay, let's move past it. But if you're the GOAT, I don't have to do it the way the GOAT did it. Like, it's kind of like the Prince Michael Jackson thing. If you love Michael Jackson, you can still like Prince. You can still like Prince. It's cool. And you can think Michael was better than Prince, but Prince did it different. And I don't understand why LeBron has to do it the way Kobe and the way Michael did it. He's doing it the way LeBron does it. I remember the last time they won a championship, Phil Jackson said, Game 7, LeBron is just going to have to go bananas. And he was like, no, I'm just going to go LeBron. And he did it and won. See, they speak about LeBron James as if this dude is a no-time champion. You know, usually when you win a championship, you become a made man. You become bulletproof. And LeBron James.
Huh? I didn't mean to cut. I'm going to cut you off, but the perfect example of that is John Elway. Before John Elway won those championships, we all said he was a choker. But he came back a couple games, but in the big game he choked. Which he did, to be honest.
You know what?
I mean, their defense gave up a lot of points, but
I was just about to say, I used to feel that way until I looked at the situation. I gave Elway the task that people try to get Karl Malone. Well, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been there. But Karl Malone flat out choked. But John Elway was getting a bunch of stooges to the Super Bowl. And, you know, so it's just, I don't know. I've never seen anything like this in my life, whereas you win not one, not two, but three. And pun intended. No pun intended. Pun intended. Not one, but two, with three championships. And people, if it wasn't for Kyrie, he wouldn't have won. Yeah, if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen scoring whatever he scored, if it wasn't for Magic Johnson scoring whatever he scored, if it wasn't for Kareem scoring whatever he scored, if it wasn't McHale doing what he did, if it wasn't for Sam Cassell, Big Shot Bob for the Lakers and the Rockets, and the Spurs in a case. So I mean, I just don't, for the life of me, I don't understand why LeBron James gets excoriated for being a good teammate. He's not the greatest leader, but he's a very good everything, man. And his feet are held in the fire. They don't hold his feet to the fire. His feet are held in the fire. He is damn near on fire. And I just, for the life of me, I don't get it. But back to this Kawhi Leonard thing, now that you say it, Kawhi Leonard is the only person that hasn't spoken about this. And this is a dude. Do you know, I was listening to NBA TV, the Bottom Line Sports Show. Shout out to the homie Gerald Brown. He does an excellent job on Bottom Line Sports Show. Excuse me, I say NBA TV. It's actually NBA Satellite Radio, Sirius Satellite Radio, Channel 85 on Saturday and Sunday mornings. And Gerald Brown, for the first time, upset me, man. Gerald Brown, I haven't agreed with him on a bunch of things, and I agree with him 85, 90% of the time. But today he bothered me because he made the statement that Kawhi Leonard, this entire situation is emotional with Kawhi Leonard. But I'm like, my whole thing is, Kawhi Leonard, in my personal opinion, is handling this thing properly, because what the people on mainstream media are not disseminating is the fact that a couple years ago, this same Spurs medical group misdiagnosed Kawhi Leonard. And another thing is this: when you go out there half-cocked or unhealthy, nobody remembers you were unhealthy. They just remember you didn't play well. And the very people who are kicking Kawhi Leonard in his behind for not playing will be the exact same people that say, but nobody made you play. So my thing is, you cannot talk out both sides of your neck. You cannot do that. Kawhi Leonard did what was best for Kawhi Leonard. And if anybody has a problem with that, but these are the same people who are programmed to hate Kevin Durant for doing what was best for him, to hate LeBron James to do what's best for him. Exactly. Oh, man, you supposed to go out there and play hurt. Yeah. Ask Grant Hill. Ask Isaiah Thomas. Should they have gone out there? I heard the original Isaiah Thomas or legend Isaiah Thomas say on open court, I wish I would have been in Detroit. I would have told you to sit down. And see, that, in my personal opinion, that's why they got a lot of these young boys in the league. Because you can't, then you don't have Isaiah Thomas on the bench talking to you. You don't have a veteran saying, no, like Rod mentioned, some of these mistakes that are being made wouldn't be made because you got an old head that's saying, hey, young blood, slow down. You're doing too much. Like he said Kevin Garnett was doing. I will go to my grave saying this. I say it at least once a week. The reason the league is in the shape it's in is because this is the way they want it to be. Because how is it that the Knicks could have Mark Jackson, Rod Strickland, Johnny Newman, Anthony Mason, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley on one team? You go down to Charlotte. Yeah, Charles Smith. You go down to Charlotte, they got the Chief, Zoe, Larry Johnson, Steph Curry's father. Well, I'll just call it, man. I just call NBA veteran Steph Curry dad.
Steph Curry's father.
Yeah, I lost my damn mind. You got Dale Curry, and we could go through the league west for 3 to 4 quality and sometimes all-star ball players on each of the 25 teams. But somehow, some way, you can't have two good guys on every team in the league. Now this is a league that was barely dealing with the foreign players or European and people in Europe and Asia. They were barely dealing with those guys. And every once in a while, you will hear about somebody from South America or Canada in the league. So y'all were only dealing with primarily with American-born players. You got your Detlef Schrempf, but Detlef Schrempf went to the University of Washington, so he wasn't an American-born player, but he was an Americanized player. How could you have that? How could you have that many players on each team, but now you can't. Some people on the team, mama, can't name more than 2 people on Orlando Magic. You can't name more than 2 people on if your son don't play for the Atlanta Hawks, you can't name anybody on the Atlanta Hawks. You can't name anybody on the Toronto Raptors. Don't tell me that's because it's not enough people in the league. We can't find the talent. Man, come on, man. That's nonsense. I'm looking at the league right now. The Celtics used to have 3 quality players. The Sixers used to have 3 quality. Hersey Hawkins, Charles Barkley, Johnny Dawkins. The Knicks, I said the Knicks. The Nets, they still had Buck Williams and Darryl Walker. The Cleveland Cavaliers had Mark Price, Hot Rod Williams, Larry Nance, Brad Daugherty. The Pacers had Vern Fleming, Haywood Workman, Chuck Purser, Reggie Miller. The Bucks had Terry Cummings. I mean, we can go through the list. Well, I can go through this. I can do this all night long. And how the hell can't these same teams have 3 or 4 quality players? Because you guys, just like Rob said, they don't want these young men being self-sufficient. They don't want these young men going to school too long, because if you go to school and you become academically astute, which will make you socially astute, which will potentially it will put you in a position to whereas once you become academically astute, it forces you to think about everything around you. Reading and education force you to think about life in its totality. And once you start thinking about life in its totality, you can't control these young men. Now you got young men saying, the only way I became a good student is because I studied. The only way I'm going to become a good basketball player is if I work hard. And like you said, if you want to be a basketball player, you put 65% into it, put that other 35% into life, and you'll be okay. Because then you will develop both sides of your brain, so to speak. But that's not what they want. Don't tell me you can't find talent. Oh, LeBron and KD messed up the league. Well, won't y'all start trying to coach instead of just trying to send dudes out there to do fast break times? Don't tell me Ron, why is it that every time can't nobody get along with Rondo, but every time he show up, they keep winning?